Hi, everyone. I am David Cochran, and I am here to introduce you to Alice Sparkly Cat. She is one of the people who will be speaking at the ISAR Symposium on Alice, what is it? August 28th? No, I keep forgetting.
August 28th, 6 p.m. Yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern at least.
Yeah, that's when you give your talk. It'll be an all-day conference. It starts in the morning, goes all day. It's like 9 hours long. It'll be recorded, so you can just watch parts of it and then get the recording. And so Alice, her nickname is Ace. I'll be referring to her as Ace. She is one of the presenters, and her topic is post-colonial astrology. And the theme for this one-day symposium, all-day symposium, is what the heck is astrology? Like everybody's, is it archetypal and myths and, or how are we not looking at it? Is it a science? Is it a spiritual path? What the heck's going on? How should we think about it? So her title is Post-Colonial Astrology. So Ace, I'm going to start this off with a question. Why are you excited? Oh, no, hold on. Before we go to the question, let's introduce you some more. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? I think you just wrote a book, correct?
Oh, yeah. My name is Ace. I go by Alice Sparkly Cat also. And then I wrote a book called Post-Colonial Astrology. So, that's what we'll be talking about there. It's kind of like just stuff from the book. Yeah.
Yeah, and what's the name of your website? I've been to it.
Oh, yeah. It's Alice Sparkly Cat. That's cat with a K.com.
Right, Alice Sparkly Cat, just like it sounds, except cat is with a K, or AliceSparklyCat.com. I've been to it. I've read your articles. You've got a lot of articles on there. And I'm not just saying this to be politically correct or to say nice things in the video. I love your articles.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're totally awesome because you present new ideas. You go through different planetary pairs and things. Instead of just saying the same old thing, I've been in this for so many decades. You have fresh perspectives that make sense and that make me think.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, you really do. I mean, it's really refreshing. It's interesting. You're not just regurgitating ideas and you're
thank
obviously
you.
working with clients and coming up with what the heck is really going on when you have this aspect. So yeah, you're welcome. It's good stuff. So yeah, this is one of the relatively newer voices in astrology and a really exciting voice. I'm really excited that you're participating in this. And your particular emphasis, you've already written the book. Um, I will get it at some point. I haven't ordered it yet. Post-colonial astrology. So, okay, now with that little bit of introduction, people know your website. They know about your book. Is there anything else we should mention? You do see clients, right?
I see clients. Yeah, I write some horoscopes. I have a reading group actually. We meet just like every month around the full moon. We read things together. It's really fun. Yeah.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool. So you have like a nice little community feeling that people can participate in
Yeah.
if they want
Yeah.
to.
A lot of awesome people in the group. Yeah.
Okay, great. That's great. So, if you like what you hear, you guys check out our website and see if this is something you want to connect with. Okay, I think now I'm ready to get into a little bit about what your topic is. Every lecture is only 20 minutes long with a 10-minute discussion. Um, no
Right.
problem. Our cell phones are always going. So Ace, why are you excited to participate in this forum about what astrology is?
I'm really excited. I mean, just kind of taking a look at who's presenting. I'm excited to be in conversation with other astrologers about what astrology is, because I feel like there's as many different answers to that question as there are astrologers. And I'm particularly excited to be in conversation about this with ISAR because, I mean, yeah, I go to y'all's workshops and I always get something out of them. So, like, it's a really intergenerational community, which I feel like is really hard to put together.
Mhm.
So it's just a really rare moment. It's a really rare like kind of event.
Yeah, thank you so much for saying that. Some people pronounce it ISAR, ESAR, however you want to
Oh,
pronounce it.
mhm,
It stands for the International Society of Astrological Research. And one of the things that's happened over the recent years, like last 4 or 5 years, is we're really becoming international. We're
oh,
really featuring people from different countries.
right.
The United States is so diverse. We could be multiple countries if we wanted to. And we're really making a point to get all the different perspectives and voices.
Mhm.
I mean, you have so
Yeah.
many kinds of astrology, you have so many different life experiences. My life experiences are going to be totally, not totally different, way different from yours. Grew
Mhm,
up in a different time, different place.
mhm.
And, I really believe in my heart and soul that we are not going to see what astrology is unless we have all these different perspectives.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I think you're bringing, you might say, a fresh, young view because post-colonial has a lot to do with this ancient heritage that we have. That's, let's face it, it's been largely patriarchal. It's been largely based on certain assumptions about how things work. The language we
Mhm,
use in astrology, the kind of stereotypes of what masculine and feminine is. And if I
mhm.
understand this correctly, part of what you're doing is rewriting our language or editing the language so it reflects how we understand life today. We understand male, female, young, old in more sensitive ways, more life positive ways, and the
Mhm,
old judgmental ways that kind of there was always an other, like
mhm,
there's always somebody who's
mhm,
better and somebody who's less. Is that
mhm.
right? I mean, you're bringing
I
the
think a little
astrology
bit.
language up to date.
Yeah, yeah. And I would just add that, I mean, post-colonial theory, like it's actually kind of a dated term.
Mm,
It's something that, like, what the term is, it's something that tries to imagine that it's possible for there to be an end to colonialism. So it's a pretty dated term. Like what it's about, a lot of it is about like kind of looking at the West and wondering like what created the West. So it's a meta reading of what the West is. So a lot of what I'm going to be talking about and what the book is about, like it's about wondering what makes Western astrology Western, and it's about like just kind of like wondering, questioning, you know, like does it matter? Like what does it what is like thinking about it in astrology, which is really just an orientation, like as Western, like what does it imply? What does it do?
right.
Mhm.
And I think what I've noticed on your website is there's broad philosophical things here, but there's practical stuff like where when you're in a
Mhm.
consultation with someone, the kinds of things we
Totally.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right now we're focusing, well, this is a short interview on the generic thing, but one
Mhm.
of the things I appreciate about what you're doing is this has an effect on what you say to people, how you read things,
Yep.
what
Yeah.
the meanings are. I mean,
Mhm. Right.
so that's what was referring to that before. You bring in fresh ideas that you can feel that they're liberating a little bit from these
Mhm.
stereotypical images that
Yeah.
have been
Yeah.
handed to us.
Yeah, the book and presentation, like it's not like an academic overview of astrology or anything. I mean, it's for astrologers. Like,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Mhm.
hands-on. What are we doing? What are we saying? How do these things work? Okay. So, okay, my friends. Well, is there anything more we
Mhm.
need to say? I just want to give people a quick view into each one of the speakers. Anything else you want to say, Ace?
I don't think so. Yeah, thanks for asking me to do this with ISAR. I'm really excited for it.
Okay, well, you're welcome. And so, my friends, there's a quick introduction to Ace, what she's doing, the book she's written, her website, and she is going to be one of the voices. We have, I guess, 14 presentations, and it is intergenerational. It's interperspective because that's how we're going to figure out what is astrology. Is it a psychological language, a mythical language? is how do we construct this language? Is it a science? Is it a spiritual path? It's going to be fun. And we've got, the some old timers, we all love and know. We've got new perspectives. We've got people with different traditions of astrology, from Vedic to modern psychological, et cetera. So it's going to be exciting. Thank you for doing the interview, Ace, and thank you for everybody for watching. Take care. See you all later. God bless. Namaste. Okay.